creative writing teacher in high school named Mr. Berg, who instead of just setting assignments and telling us what we were gonna do at the beginning of the semester, he asked all of us what we wanted to work on and what we thought that we should be learning. And he just really taught me that I had a voice and I had an opinion, and treated us like adults and like we knew what we needed rather than just lecturing to us. And because of him, I know that teachers care.
Hey guys, it's Molly with Read Better, Be Better. To celebrate teachers this week, I just wanted to share a story about a time that a teacher showed me that she cared and made me feel really special. I sometimes didn't feel like I fit in, and at recess, that was the most painful time to realize that, because no one would really play with me and I felt uncomfortable. So one time my teacher let me hang out with her in her classroom, and I just passed out some stuff and helped her kind of get ready for the class. And I just remember feeling very cared for and sheltered from feeling uncomfortable in my own skin and around classmates that didn't seem to really want me around. So that was just one of many, many examples in my life where teachers have showed how much they care for me and made me feel important and valued. Teachers care.
Hi, I want to tell you about a teacher that I had in high school named Miss Cunningham. She was an algebra teacher, and I struggled with algebra. I just couldn't get the idea of combining positive and negative numbers and got lost in the whole process of that. And I was pretty stuck, and Miss Cunningham was very strict and at times would raise her voice at the class, and I was nervous around her. And so I struggled with the concept of algebra for a while, and one day when she was traveling around the class, she just kind of bent over the desk there where I was working and showed me a couple of things to do with the positive and the negative signs and the parentheses. And algebra seemed to click for me in the span of about 5 to 10 seconds of just working with her like that. She knew exactly what to say to me at exactly the right time. And from then on, I understood algebra, and I went on to take her Algebra 2 class and trigonometry and eventually calculus, and learned to love mathematics just because of that little bit of extra time that she spent with me that day. Thank you, Mrs. Cunningham. Thank you for teaching me algebra and believing in me and helping me persevere and succeed. Teachers care.
I knew my teacher cared about me when she cried when I got stung by a bee. Teachers care.
Hi everyone, it's Katie Herrick, Communications Coordinator with Read Better, Be Better. I just wanted to share a moment that I knew that one of my teachers cared about me. So my secretary all throughout elementary school always said good morning to me every single day. She said good morning to every single student. She greeted us with a smile. And if there was anything we ever needed, not even related to school, she was always there to make sure we got what we needed or we found what we needed. And it was the same with every single one of my teachers. Teachers care.
If there's one teacher that I can say has impacted me the most, it would be my math teacher in high school. His name was Mr. George. And one thing I really remember about him was that he would never just give me the answer. He'd always say, well, did you figure it out? I said, no, Mr. George, that's why I'm asking you. He said, why are you angry? It's just a math problem. And just that simplicity always kind of stuck with me, like, it's just math. And it wasn't that big of a deal, you know? And we figured it out together. His favorite phrase was math is power. And that always stuck with me. So Mr. George, I appreciate all you've done and all you're doing for everybody else. Thank you to teachers.
Growing up, both of my parents were teachers, and I had the good fortune of having them both, one in junior high and one in high school. I loved having them both, but I also knew how much my friends loved having them and how much they cared for each and every one of them, and still do today. Teachers care.